Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Hopeful Floof channel. We're gonna be back again with a new series this time. Yes, I know I have a couple, but hey, there's a couple on the way out, so I want to get new series on the way. Technically today was supposed to be either Minecraft Dungeons or Minecraft Story Mode, but we're having this, so sorry if you wanted the other ones. Anyways, this is so far the customizations I agreed to. I don't want to really touch all the colors because I am actually used to those being the regular colors. I did change the dogs, and I did change the weather, rat infestation. I didn't touch the gangs because I didn't want to fuck with that, and I didn't touch anything down here. So eventually we'll make it more difficult, but I haven't played this game all that much, and when I did play it, I didn't do all that well when it came to having all those mods in. And yes, I do have, I think, almost every mod. Yeah, no, I do have almost every mod. I was gonna say maybe I have every mod. No, I don't. I think there is a couple I don't have just yet. This is similar to RimWorld, which I am in the process of getting. That should be either late May or early June from when you'll be seeing that series get introduced. It was supposed to be co-working with this series, but it didn't really work all that well, so sorry about that. Financial stuff didn't work out. I gotta be careful with my spending. So as of right now, we'll do regular fences, and then we'll go over those regular fences with this perimeter wall. The perimeter wall, I believe, is 10 times better than anything else you can imagine. It's gonna be a big ass project, but at least you can speed up time, and I can also do some editing tricks to make it seem a little bit less shit. So, fucking. I like to have a I was gonna say a three-way. I want, like the pass to be 3 ways, or 3 squares in length. I think that's 4, so I think I need to shove it here. So 1, okay, yeah, 3, we're good here. We'll do that because I fucked up, but we'll do this. And we also gotta make sure to, okay, so 1, 2, something like this. That looks about right. If not, then I just made a huge financial problem. Basically the purpose of this series is to just get us settled, get us adapting into, yeah, I need to change that immediately. Get us adapting into this new game, and then maybe there was like a bunch of different wardens. I'll put the number of different wardens here, because that might be the way I do these series. For like every number of wardens, I will make a series out of them, see how well they are, see everything else. I don't know if they're a major difference or whatever, but this is one of the games I do enjoy playing, and mainly the gangs. I do favorite gangs a little bit too much. I also favorite anybody with animal last names, or just an animal name in general, or special characters. Because I had Agent 47, or the bald dude for Hitman. I had a guy with the last name Wolf, and all those guys, even though they didn't have the perk snitch, because there are perks, we'll get to that too. With the perks, whatever it is could determine the prisoner's experience or whatever, and basically overall reaction to being in our prison. I have that one mod that it's about reforming prisoners. So it is a bit of a bitch to have, because if I fuck up, that's a $5,000 loss. But if I do good, that's a $1,000 gain. yeah, it's kind of fucked, but it is fun and more. I feel well. It's not really realistic in the American system for what it feels like. The American system is kind of not really reforming people. It's more just having them in a continuous cycle, which kind of sucks to be a witness to. But there's not much you can do other than hope your government does something different. But not trying to get political, but that is kind of, you gotta admit that is kind of accurate. And if you don't want to admit that, then whatever. I'm not trying to change your fucking political views. I ain't that kind of YouTuber. But we need an area for where these prisoners are actually going to be brought in first. So this will be like the starting hallway. This is going to be the main hallway and the final, kind of the final push, because eventually we'll have sniper towers on the out on this side to protect anything and well, to make sure everybody stays within this side if they try and escape through the front. As for the sides, fuck me, I don't really have a plan for that. We'll figure that shit out eventually. We need to have a protective area or protective block, death row, maximum security, minimum security, medium security, and then if needed we'll have to, oh, and then we had the insane asylum people, and then we had the probably supermax or other people, or pretty much people who kill dogs, because I am not gonna let them live. I'm gonna let them die in solitary. And yeah, I don't care if they, you know, can escape or have the ability. I will make sure they fucking die if I catch them killing a dog. Sadly, with consoles, when someone dies, it doesn't, and you click on their body, it doesn't show anything like that. Because I see it on the PC, when you click on any corpse, it'll tell you how they died, mainly by, you know, getting shot or getting stabbed or killed by someone. There's also the rare occasions where you die to fires if you really don't maintain your prison safely. That's mainly if you just lack in sprinklers, which, yeah, I learned that through a not so hard way, more of just by other people's mistakes, because I did prison escapes and I found out that little fucking glitch, kinda. I don't think we want our buildings to be that thick. Then again, I don't know. We'll do 9s here. So 9 in width, and then whatever fucking length. And then we'll have a little, I think we were making these a little too big. It's been a minute, so I am gonna make a lot of mistakes. Reception, or however the fuck you pronounce it, we'll need that. We need to have those doors in. We do need metal detectors, at least for here, because we need to make sure we limit the contraband going into the prison, even though I'm very shit at that, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, and then we got those. Like, these aren't really necessary, but I just like to try and make them look nice and a little bit spacious. So we'll have something like that, and then we'll get better doors. Because these remote doors, oh, these are strong. When prisoners are going against them, the only thing that really takes them out quick are guns, and hopefully they don't have guns by that time. But eventually we'll have color-coded doors, so like this, instead of being a jail door, would be a, you know, orange security door or some shit like that. But as of right now, we're doing jail doors because I can't really deal with anything else right now. But we'll eventually get a little bit better with our technology and all that other good stuff. That reminds me, we do need a good power support or power supply and water supply. Usually I like to pair them up together. Sometimes you just need to do water a little bit more than the fucking power. So this one hall would connect the medium cell block. Yeah, I guess we can call them cell blocks. The medium security cell block to every other cell block. Because I plan on having the minimum be paired up with the protective custody, or PC. So yeah. Oh yeah, let me speed that shit up. Whoopsie. And then this one door should be good for right now. I do need to try and get some more money in. I know prioritizing having exports being built is not a great decision right now, because I do have to have all my other shit done. But yeah. But yeah, as you can tell, I do favorite. Not only do I favoritize people, I am very protective of my dogs. And if any of them get killed, if I see the possible killer in the area, they are never going to be seeing the rest of the cell block ever again. They'll more than likely die within their solitary confinement, because I don't like people who kill dogs or hurt them in general. So yeah, 6x5, I believe that's how I usually build my cell blocks. And then we want them to have that 3 section, because then we can do the security right down the middle and it looks a little bit better. Yeah, it does take up a lot of space, but I rather have a lot of space than it being cramped. Because I don't know if it's gonna matter, but personally that's how I like to go, because I do try and take it a little bit more realistic. That's why you see me putting spaces and not everything is pretty much stacked on each other. But yeah, as you can tell, if I ever get Sky Cities? City Skylines, there you go. City Skylines is one of the ones I'm trying to get into. Ooh, shit, I can put my power here. Bet. Sorry, I just thought about that. Is it 13 by... We'll do 13 by 7. But anyways, yeah, City Skylines is another game I'm trying to get into. But just can't afford right now, so I'm kind of just having to sit and wait, sadly. We might have to put the canteens down here, because I do want to try and make each cell block at least what I want to try and get for this big of an area. Having 100 is way too much, because fuck, maybe 75. 50 is too low. We need a big ass canteen. That's all I know. We might build another one, so medium security might have 2 canteens while everybody else gets one big one, and then medium security gets 2 smaller ones. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm really yellowing how I'm building all this shit. But basically, how we're gonna determine a series is done is by completion. Both by the brackets that you can have, and oh, I think I've destroyed a little bit too much now that I think about that. I need to put these concrete pillars back up. And put the door. Okay, yeah, no, that's looking good. But yeah, no, there's yeah, bureaucracy. Oop. So once we research everything here, have all the land expanded, and our prison is doing well, I think we can happily say that could be the end of a series. So basically maxing out and then restarting. I think that's a good strat. I don't know if it's actually a good strat or not. We'll see. So yeah, you can see there's 2 different incomes. I don't really understand why. I just remember one of them is actual cash and you're earning a lot of money, and the other one is you're losing a lot of money or gaining it. So we're technically gaining $280, and so we got to make sure that's in the green. But if when it comes to rehabilitation, it's most of the time in the red, and once you're in the red, you're pretty much fucked. And then also, if these prisoners are rowdy and just always starting shit, you are pretty much fucked. You're not recovering from it, and it sucks, but yeah, it's kind of the shit that goes on when trying to play this game. Death row is actually what gets you the most amount of money. It's fucked up, but it's true. I mean, there is ways to save them. You can have them go to class or some kind of fucking program, and then they can talk their way down to from a death row to a maximum sentence, and then they just live their life behind bars, but they don't die in prison, which I kind of like a little bit better. Most of the time, some of them are, because some of the medium security people, I'm like, I wish you were on fucking execution. I would execute you so quick. But yeah. Speaking of which, let's go to power, shall we? We'll do power on the right, and then water on the left. Only because I need this water to get pretty far out into the prison. You might be, I think we can actually get all the way over here, but I don't want to speak too quick. Well, because of pipes. I think the pipes is where, I think the large pipes help it get really far into the map, but the small pipes limit it. So yeah, there is weather in this. For the mods I have, one of them added weather. I took that shit out pretty damn quick because fuck that. That shit takes fucking forever to deal with, and a lot more shit to care about, and I just don't have that time. Or I just don't have the mental capability to make sure it's all good. We'll do a staff orange door here. Okay, now these guys are gonna get glitched in. Don't worry, here to rescue you. You can tear down those walls, and I don't care. Okay, but we need drains around this water pipe, because if this water ever touches the fire, we are dead. This whole front section of this map is gonna be burnt to a crisp. So there's no search, is there? There isn't. This is helping, making sure no water escapes anywhere. I know I can just limit it to one side, and it'll probably do just the same amount of work, but just to make sure, I'm putting it everywhere around it. And we need power as well to do a little bit better, so we'll give them a little bit of juice, mainly because those cost a fuck ton of money, and I don't like that. We need to connect the power as well, and then we need to put lights around here. There you go. Fuck me, dude. I hate that shit. Well, whatever. We'll deal with the lights later. Let's focus on expanding our width. So, yeah, it's 15 by 9. So I think a 15 by 9 kitchen should do good to feed everybody up in here. So this one we don't want to have. I think I built this uneven, so it's not going to be a good measurement. Fuck me, dude. Did I actually? You could do tattoo removals as well, which basically help get prisoners to reform better. But it's a project, or a program, not a project, and it does cost a good amount of money. Because like each program costs both that yellow money and the green money in that top right corner, and it kind of is a bitch to eventually deal with. I I view the prison bars as ways that these prisoners can actually get their fucking contraband in through the window and shit. More likely not possible in the game, but it's just my imagination because I think this game has that ability, which probably doesn't. And then we need to give him a shower, and since we don't have the fucking weather, we don't really need to worry about hot water or hot showers, I don't think. We might change their showers and make them like that, and then we also do need to put drains. Sometimes I like to put a drain over here as well, but we're not going to do that for this one. That's getting a little bit annoying. We're going to zoom out a little bit. But yeah, this is the room where they can either get their sentence pretty much reduced to nothing and they can go free, or they fail and they'll be stuck within our prison and they'll have to wait another time to make a attempt to get out of here and see their family or go back to their gangs or whatever. But I want to try and prioritize rehabilitation, so I want to try and get all these programs in. There's such things as kitchen safety and hygiene, work safety, fight club, breathe therapy, and a bunch of other stuff. A lot of main stuff with gangs is really gang rehabilitation and tattoo removal. Those are the ones you really want to look at. Now there's a bunch of other ones. I haven't got much of them before. I always have this one, you know, because religion is always kind of good for some people. If they need religion to help them out of a shitty situation, they have Jesus or whoever they want to look forward to. I guess, I don't fucking know. Like I said, half this shit's probably gonna be constructed so bad that other Prison Architect players are gonna judge the fuck out of me. To which all I gotta say is I apologize. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I am just playing the damn game. I do have a little bit of OCD when it comes to doors though, so you are going to see me do a little bit more work than I would necessarily have to do. Ooh, okay, so it's 7. So we need to do that, get these out, and then boom, that's the center of the room. That looks already like the center of the room. I don't think I need to do much measurements for that. Yeah, the smaller the area, the easier it is for me to deal with that. The reason I don't have cells like that is because I think having this kind of setup is a lot more better than having the door right in the middle and then trying to put the bed in the middle and everything around it. So that's my personal opinion. Alright, this is the final product as of right now. Yes, as you can tell, I left the parole room untouched. We're actually going to have that closed. And eventually we'll put some doors here too, so to make sure prisoners don't escape that way. I am thinking about what kind of doors I need to put here, or if I want to just leave it like that. Yeah, and then as you can see, gangs can actually go over here and take this shit, which is pretty scary to think about, because that is a deadly area to have. But as right now, we have a max of 10 prisoners. I could probably squeeze in another one to make it 11, but I do want to try and see if I can put the yard right here, and then we'll have whatever the fuck up here. We need like a working area too, so there's a lot of shit we need. We still need visitation, and I wanted the visitation to be connected to this hallway, so we are going in pretty far in to this map, and I'm not liking it. But that's why you can expand it, and that's why I don't really give too much of a fuck, but it is still a concern of mine. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Sadly I couldn't record that much. I am sorry I yapped that much. I did not think I did, but thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed this first intro to this game. Hopefully you all enjoy this game in general. Let me know what you think, what I should be doing, what I need to prioritize research-wise and all the other good shit. But with all that included, please take care of yourselves, please take care of others, and with all that included, this will be the Hopeful Floof signing off.